Grab a couple buckets from Dollar Tree. I'm gonna add points values to each bucket using a Sharpie, starting with 10 and going up to 50. Now I can just place these buckets in a line outside and we can have a friendly game of bucket ball toss. I picked up some pool noodles from Dollar Tree, so I'm gonna start by forming 3 of the noodles into a ring. I'm gonna create 3 rings. Now I'm using some twine to tie each of those rings together. Then I'm gonna add a pool noodle to each side, again securing it with twine. This is gonna allow my ring toss game to stand up vertically. Outside, I need a way to stand this up. So I grabbed some driveway stakes. Then I can just slide the 2 vertical noodles over those stakes, and this is gonna hold up really well. Then we can create a game around tossing balls through the rings. I'm gonna start with some plastic plates from Dollar Tree, and I'm gonna draw X's on half of them and O's on the other half. Now I'm gonna head outside and just use a can of spray paint to draw a tic-tac-toe board. The spray paint will either wash off or it'll come off the next time I mow the lawn. Then we can just play tic-tac-toe.
Grab some balloons, satin ribbon, and glue dots at your local dollar store. Measure and cut the ribbon. Blow up a whole bunch of balloons, tie them off, and add satin ribbons to the end. Cut small pieces of painter's tape. Press the top of the balloon to the tape with the attached glue dot. Buy a tension rod at a big box store. Fit and adjust the tension rod at the top of an open doorway and then pick up some crepe paper. Start to tie the crepe paper onto the tension rod by folding the paper in half, wrapping the middle loop around the rod, and then pulling the tails through the loop. You can then add other party decorations depending on the theme of your party. Next time you're at the grocery store, pick up a 2-liter bottle of your favorite soda, but save the plastic 2-liter bottle. After cleaning the empty bottle, remove the outer label, cut off the top of the plastic bottle using the marking as your guide. Slip your glass bottle into the cut plastic bottle and pour water into the space between the 2 bottles. Take a fresh flower and cut off the stem so you're left with just the bloom. Slide this flower facing out into the water-filled crevice between the bottles. Continue to add blooms around the entire bottle. Place the bottle into the freezer and let it freeze. I left mine in the freezer for 4 hours. Take the bottle out of the freezer and run a bit of warm water over the outside of the bottle. Then you can easily peel away the plastic bottle.
Start with a piece of white poster board. I'm going to cut these in half. Using a yardstick and a pencil, I'm going to trace out my letters. So now I'm going to grab a piece of white foam board. I am going to measure out about 3.5-inch strips. Then back on my letter N, I'm going to use some hot glue, make an outline of the entire letter all the way around. I'm going to take one of those foam board strips and my craft knife, and I am going to score just one side, but I'm not going to cut all the way through the foam. Once that's done, I'm going to slowly bend at each score line. So once I have this done, I can again use hot glue and apply the border all the way around the curved number here. Now that the letters and numbers are complete, it is time to fill them in. First way is with lights to make them true marquee letters. Now to add a little color to the marquee letters, I am going to use balloons for the name.